This is a little bit of an after the fact setup before you start dimensioning your drawing. And that is that you need to format your dimension style. So if you choose Format, Dimension Style, Modify, when you go into primary units, your precision is probably set up to 4 decimal places. It's probably set here. You want to set it up to 3 decimal places. I actually talked about this in one of my videos, but it turns out that I actually erased that video, started a new one, and then forgot to talk about it. So I'm speaking about it after I finish dimensioning, but I'm going to tell you to watch this video first. So you need to set it up to set up precision at 3 decimal places. Why do you need to set to 3 decimal places? Well, first of all, because as you look at the drawing, almost all the drawing dimensions are actually in 3 decimal places, and in fact, none of the dimensions are in 4 decimal places. Well, that's number one. But number two is if you actually set it up to 4 decimal places, when a machinist looks at this drawing and goes to send you a quote, he's going to assume that because you show 4 decimal places, that you need that precision out to 4 decimal places. So if you look here for the tolerances, if you only show 2 decimal places, the tolerances are 0.02 inches. If you show 3 decimal places, the tolerances are to plus or minus 0.005 inches. If you show 4 decimal places, the tolerances are typically going to be assumed to be 0.001 inch or 0.001 inches, unless they're specified to be tighter. So by not changing that, your machinist would look at the print, see all those extra zeros, and see that 4th decimal place, and say, okay, this is a drawing that needs to be really, really precise. Typically, something that goes out of 3 decimal places these days, unless you're doing like really cheap consumer stuff or something that's going out to China, 3 decimal places is sort of considered relatively standard and not difficult machining. But when you get to 4 decimal places, that's considered really precise stuff, and people need to take extra care, whether it means putting it on their most expensive machine or putting it on their top machinist to make sure that it's done properly. So you're going to spend a lot more money in order to get that done properly. So to save you that money, you need to make sure that you set up your tolerances properly. And again, is Format, Dimension Style, Modify, and then Primary Units should be set up to the precision that you want. In this case, it's going to be 3 decimal places. You need to choose OK, and then you just need to close it out. And this is what your final drawing is going to look like. The next video, which I think is step 6, will actually show you how to do that.